I would definitely play this with friends. Gurk! Gurk! Hello, and welcome to another NihongoGamer video. Sometimes I'm browsing around on the Nintendo Switch store, and you just think to yourself, how could this possibly be bad? So let's find out firsthand what this game is like. It looks a lot like Mario Kart, but the girls are actually racing around on other girls. I don't know whose idea that was. At first, it seems like a terrible idea, but really, when you think about it, if you're a fan of the Toho franchise, what you really want is to see as many of your favorite characters on screen at once. And instead of having them all in a car each, if you have them racing on each other, then you have twice as many of your favorite characters on screen at any one time, and that is genius. So let's try it out. Genso Skydrift, let's go. The game costs about $30. It's got campaign mode, versus mode, free run. There's like 3 categories of game on the eShop. There's games that cost like $60, which are full-on games that are trying to be worth $60. Then there's games that are about $5 to $10, which are not clearly even worth $1. Some of them just look absolutely terrible. And then there's games here in the middle that have like the graphical fidelity that remind you of a game that's $60, but it's not $60, but it's also not $5 or $10. It's like, what is this weird zone in the middle? I say we just jump straight into campaign mode. What is this? This is literally a photograph of some mountains in Japan. On the outskirts of the human village, near the entrance to the Forest of Magic. Whoa, what the heck? What is all this? What do you mean, what? It's a race circuit. Pretty well made, don't you think? What is going on? Where are the characters? You gotta love indie Japanese game makers. They're like, what trends? Characters showing up? Cutscenes? Story? No, you're gonna look at a photo, some hills in Japan, and you're gonna read text, and it's gonna scroll up bit by bit. This is the opening to a racing game. Her body starts to float into the air, but in the next moment she's hit by a strange sensation. An oppressive atmosphere bears down on her. A pitch black shadow leaps out from the corner of the storehouse, where various objects lay strewn about. Why? What is going on with the text wrapping in this game? Why can't you just let the sentence finish before it wraps around? I don't understand. Whatever. Anyway, it's almost like it's leaking out. What are we doing? What is this? Okay, finally the race has begun. Okay. Alright, so this is the best thing. Oh wow, there's actually characters in this game. What happened to you? Your face is flushed. I don't even want to get into it. Can you fly? Of course. Whoa. Hey, this music's kind of happening though, isn't it? I like it. Whatever. Anyway, it's almost like it's leaking. We just read this. Whatever. Anyway, it's almost like it's leaking out. Why are we reading this again? At least there's characters on screen now, but I still have no idea why we're on a race course. At least try not to get mud on me. Okay, it was not explained why I'm standing on the back of a girl, but it's happening now, and oh, whoa! 3, 2, 1, tutorial! So the tutorial has begun. Rear view mirror. Where's the mirror? Is there like an actual mirror like jutting out of my girl's head or something? So let's try this. So I can press the button to accelerate. Switch does nothing. Drift with the accelerate and brake buttons. Go through rings to build your spell gauge. So I'm going through here. I'm collecting stuff. Okay. It's smooth enough. Game is smooth enough. This is, I mean, it feels like it might be 60 FPS, but then again, it might not be. What the How am I supposed to get through all these? Are you supposed to just choose which ones you want to go through? There's got to be an ideal line for this. Oh, and now you can switch. Okay, so now I'm the girl with the apron. Oh wait, do they all have aprons? I'm not even sure. There's no handling on this car whatsoever. I guess the only way to... Whoa, whoa, whoa. How do I drift? Okay, so you just press the brake button and you do a drift. Can you actually fall off the course? You can't. It's got bumpers. You can't actually fall off the course. So let's see if I can drift around this corner. All right. This is brilliant. And actually, and I think that's very clever that they've got the characters racing forward so that you can kind of see up the clothing. I guess that was clearly part of the plan here. Is there a jump button? Spell. So I've got a spell card. What does this anchor do? Oh, the anchor what the heck? I'm being surrounded by the anchor. It spins around and then it launches off towards people. I can't tell what the frame rate is on this game. Is this 30 FPS or 60 or somewhere in between? It's like a 60 FPS game that feels like a 30 FPS game. Graphics are heavily, what's the word? Aliased. It's got a lot of jagged edges on the characters. I don't know if that's an easy thing to fix. We finished the stage. Phew, that was a pretty nice track. It's kind of relaxing. Let's see when we actually get some opponents in here if the weapon system actually works quite well. There was a little bit of judder there at the beginning. All right, Skydrift, the Forest of Magic. Way to go off to. Oh, it's the Hakude Shrine Maiden. Well, wait, you're riding on top of her? Oh, I get it. That way they can share the spiritual power. What? Quickly, Lady Suako, get on top of me. Get on top. Bow, wow, wow, wow. All right, I'm ready to go. 3, 2, 1, bosh. I got a boost. Woohoo! All right. So the boost works exactly like Mario Kart. Oops, censor that. You didn't hear me say Mario Kart. The drifting system functions. It doesn't feel very satisfying because it doesn't do the jump. You know, Mario Kart sort of jumps you into the position, but this one sort of glides you into the sideways drift position. I can't figure out how they want you to decide how to get these spell circles. They're not in a very intuitive racing line, so you just have to go out of your way to get into them. All right, let's try this weapon then, shall we? Spell card, medicine. I don't know what the medicine does. Maybe it makes me go faster. Oh, you certainly get a sense of speed in this game. It's actually not bad. It's kind of relaxing. I don't understand why there are no other opponents. It's like, oh, chill. Okay, so you get randomly hit by the opponent every now and then. How do I get a spell card? Just press the spell button every now and then. What does this do? Hey, you. Is that homing? Yes, it's homing. Out of my way. So it's Mario Kart with only 2 cars. Ouch. What is this? So we just take turns shooting each other with the homing missile, and then whoever hits with a homing missile at the end of the match wins, huh? If I can get myself a homing weapon, and I'll just use it right before the end of the final lap. And by the way, if you look at the map, you can't actually see when the race ends. Honestly, I have no idea where I am on the course. There are literally no, apart from the color of the stage, there's no way to know which bit of the stage I'm in. It's just one long cave until it ends. All right, I'm gonna fire this weapon backwards. Oh, it wasn't a, I thought I had some sort of homing weapon. It turned out to be a boost. It's fun enough. Love the way it judders when the stage begins. The Human Village. Tee-hee-hee. Am I pretty? Oh, so pretty. Are we gonna race with three cars this time? It's still one-on-one. I don't want... Look at the people. The humans! Did you see the humans in the Human Village? I'll stop next time and we'll actually have a closer look. The drift system, I've got used to it. It's okay. It doesn't work like Mario, so it's a bit hard to get used to. I quite liked when the car just kind of... Essentially, Mario Kart, the cars are quite small, and so they jump into position when you do a drift. The drift system in this is more like a car, but the problem is, because this car doesn't have a front end and a back end, you don't feel like the back end of the car sweeping out behind you, so the mechanics of the drifting is not very intuitive. But it does work. I am able to use the drift to get myself a tighter turning circle. Is there anyone else on this track? I suppose if you're a fan of Toho characters, and you've always wanted to visit the Human Village, which I assume is in the lore somewhere. Oh, hey! Don't get ahead of me. Oh, wow, you can shoot multiple times. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, what happens if I switch? Woohoo! I'm having a good time, actually. This is... is this worth $30? Definitely not. But am I having a fun time? I'm having about as much fun. I'm having more fun than I would have had with a free mobile game. That's for sure. Is it worth $30 though? Debatable. Last lap. Oh, I want to wait. Stop. Let's go back. Let's check out the... Look at these characters. This is probably the best part of this stage. Look at that. They look like they've been cut straight out of anime. I wonder if they're actually from legit anime and they've just been stolen for the game. No way. They wouldn't take copyright assets and just throw them in the game, right? But they do look very legit. See the drift there. Normally the tail end of your car would go flying outwards so that you would catch the edge of that anyway. But in this game, you're legit just changing your turning circle. Whoa! I guess the other fun of the game is seeing characters that you recognize and enjoying the Toho music. This sounds like a very Toho tune. It's very Toho. And it's got this really, really Mario Kart ripped off tune at the end when you win. I'll tell you what, the actual racetrack design itself is not that bad. I quite like these environments. I think if the actual drift mechanics were enjoyable as opposed to just reducing your turning circle, tightening the turning circle, there's potential here. This is a demo. This is the sort of thing that you would bring with you to your interview to say, I've programmed a game before. The battle mechanics also seem kind of obtuse. Can't figure out when I'm supposed to use these weapons or why to use them. See, I just used that weapon, but what is going on? Going through these old Japanese-looking houses is actually quite nice. I would very much like to have this stage as DLC on the actual Super Mario Kart game. I'm guessing that I get a boost every time I switch characters. I feel like it sounded like I got a boost. Whoa, I'm gonna lose. Oh my god, if I lose right now at the end, I'll be so upset. Oh no, right at the end. Right at the end, come on, let's go, let's go. Whew. Right at the end, almost lost. It would have been like, what was the point of that whole thing if they just get right past you right at the very end? If it's 1 out of 12 characters, it's no big deal, right? As long as you've got enough points. But in this game, literally, if you lose, you just have to do that whole race again, and I definitely didn't want to do that race again. Ride on, my faithful steed! Can we just call these characters horses now? She rode her? Is this what the kids are doing these days? If the guest could be so kind as to serve as her groupies? What? This game got rated 18 very quickly. Oh, there's actually 3 characters now? Whoa! We're going up the wall, but it doesn't look like we're going up the wall because there's no sky. When you don't have... Whoa, we're flying! What the... Whoa, you can change to... Oh, that's interesting. So new course designs, you can actually choose which... Wow! We can actually choose whether we go left or right. That's cool. I liked that. Help! I don't see the point of going up the wall, though. If there's no sky, then you can't tell whether you're going up. I guess it's not that important, but nitpicking. Wow! You definitely get a sense of speed in this game. And the music is kind of cool. It's very otaku. This is the sort of thing you see people learning how to play using musical calculators on NihongoGamer. I mean, someone bleeped that out. You didn't hear me say that on YouTube. Yeah, this stage has already got kind of boring. By the 3rd lap, I'm already kind of tired of it. You can't fall off the edge, so there's no fear of driving badly. The only thing that driving badly does means that you just slow down, I suppose. Is this the final lap? Well, that was mildly enjoyable. Wow, the aliasing is really terrible. Oh, this stage looks nice. The bamboo forest. I feel like I've been to a place like this in Kyoto. Gurk! Gurk! Someone came. Wait, do we actually have 4 cars in the race this time? Oh, it's still 3, 2, 1, bosh. I don't know if I'm getting a boost or if everyone just starts at the same time. Hey, I want bunny ears. That's unfair. Oh yeah, I've definitely been to a place in Kyoto that looks just like this. This is nice. I like this stage. The best thing about Toho music is that even if you've never heard it before, you can sing along. I would definitely play this with friends. as a game to like just sit around with a few beers and a racing game. I wouldn't play it all night. We'd play it for maybe 15 minutes. And I would also bring it out at like anime otaku events, just for that extra sort of street cred for knowing about really obtuse anime games. Whoa, whoa, what's going on? Time slop. Slop, time slop, time stop. I stopped time. Sweet. Well, now you know it's a Japanese production. All right, let's go through, let's go through. Ah! Go, 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 go. Oh my god, I'm so far behind. You have got to be joking. Is it gonna make me play this again? You lost the race. I pressed cancel by accident. That is the opposite of every Japanese game I've ever played. Every Japanese game I've ever played is, would you like to cancel? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Are you sure? Yeah. Are you sure? Okay, and then it lets you cancel. Versus free run. Alright, so these are all of the characters, but we've already met a bunch of them during the game. So you can choose the number of characters. So let's do this. 6 CPUs. Course selection. Would you like course number 1? Number 2? Number 3? number 4, number 11, number 12, number 13, number 14, number 15. There are 17 courses, and I have no idea what any of them look like. Remember when I started this video and I said, how could this be bad? Oh, so this is it? This is course number 17? Wow, this is actually 6 of us right here. I don't even fit on the screen. Out of my way! Out of my way! And bumping into other characters doesn't do anything. It doesn't speed them up, it doesn't slow them down. So it doesn't even matter. Let's just use these weapons. Graphically though, it's kind of pleasant. You can race on the ceiling here? Oh, and then of course there's a block. I was not even aware that you can race on the ceiling. I like the light trails coming out of the characters. Right, this explains this. So you can get to these other things by racing along the sky. It's actually not a bad idea. That works quite well. I wish that was the basis of the game. Instead of being a Mario Kart clone with sometimes being able to race on the ceiling, I wish that every track involved racing on the ceiling frequently. And that there were tactical advantages to doing so. At the moment, it seems like, well, there's a bit where you can race on the ceiling if you want, but you're probably better off just racing in a straight line. Ouch! I'll tell you what, there's not enough particles to be a Touhou Project game. I feel like one of the main aspects of Touhou Project... Did I lose? I feel like one of the main aspects of Touhou Project games, because they come from the original bullet hell shooting games, is having like electronic projectiles and lasers flying everywhere. But in this game, it literally is just the same as Mario. You fire one projectile, it goes. You chuck one bomb, you put one little thing on the ground. There's nothing very Touhou about the battle system in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 courses. Wait a minute. Does courses mean there will be 17 races to find out who the winner is? I get it. Okay, it's all coming together. So campaign mode, you can't progress unless you... you can't progress the story unless you win first place. If you do just a standard race circuit, like Mario Kart style, then it's okay to lose as long as you continue racing, because then you just collect more points. And then I guess at the end of all the races, they'll see who got the most points. And I'm guessing that courses 1, 2, 3 doesn't mean bamboo planet, then human village after that. I guess the courses, this actually just is the number of races you'll do to decide the winner. They give you the option to choose the color, but no character comes with any alternate costumes colors to start with. Well, there you have it. That was Genso Skydrift. It's a Touhou Project game. If you're not familiar with the original games, they are bullet hell shooters where you're a little dot at the bottom of the screen and you just shoot and you fly up the screen, and there's lasers everywhere. But I thought, hey, I'm really curious to see if these games, which are like priced at $30, so they're midway between the throwaway, don't bother games and the $60, okay, these games are sometimes worth it. $30, it's not a huge amount of money, but it is more than a risk. It's quite a big risk for a game that you're not sure if it's actually going to be fun or worthwhile. My takeaway from Genso Skydrift is I will probably never play it again. Unless I'm doing it as a joke stream, like we're streaming, it's like, let's play something which is really silly. 2, if I'm at an anime party and I want that otaku street cred, I want everyone to know how much I know about obtuse anime games, I would bring this along. I would hook up as many Joy-Cons as possible. I don't know how many people you can have playing at the same time, and I would run rounds of this, because it's fun because it's so specific and bizarre, but it's not actually designed to succeed as a game. I don't think many people are going to pick this up and go, whoa, this game like blows Mario Kart out of the park. I'm gonna suggest it to all my friends and we're all gonna play it at every party. No, it's more like, I've got some friends around, we've had a few drinks, we're bored of playing fighting games. Hey, why don't we play Genso's Skydrift? Wouldn't that be funny? And that's the time that I would bust this game out. I do quite like that there is a campaign mode, but it doesn't feel very professionally put together. Like, it starts off with a wall of text, then you move into the next bit of like dialogue, which is also just makes no sense. For anyone who's not already into Touhou, it's just characters that you don't know, talking about a problem that you don't understand, and now we're playing Mario Kart. Why? Don't ask. I'm not going to say it's a waste of money though. I don't think this is a waste of money. I think it's too much. I think it's too expensive. $30 is definitely too much for this game. But it is fun in a sort of niche, it doesn't really work way. And I would bust this out at a party just for jokes, but definitely wouldn't play it for longer than 10 or 15 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed this quick look at Genso's Skydrift. It's on the Nintendo eShop, and I assume it's probably on other platforms as well. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, share links and all that great stuff. If you're not following me already on Twitter, do join us on Twitter because I put notifications up there for when I'm doing live streams, which are on Twitch. So check out the links for Twitch as well. That's mostly where I do live streaming. It's a little bit confusing when I try to live stream on YouTube as well. So I'm doing like live streams on Twitch and video content on YouTube. If there's any Nintendo Switch games that you want me to check out next, do let me know. I'm quite up for spending the money and trying out Nintendo Switch games for you. I can't obviously spend a whole lot of money because I have limited funds, but if there's a game that you're interested to see on the channel, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next NihongoGamer video.